We are 10 minutes past 1 o'clock.
Okay. Yeah. Sure. We can do that. Google Hangout, and this new thing is also Google Dow. But can we do multiple in that? I don't know. Okay. So one question, I actually answered this question in the earlier session. Can suppressing urine cause any problems? It can cause kidney stones. So when we feel a sensation of passing urine, we should do it. Natural cause, we should allow it. We should not suppress it for whatever reason. In the long run, it is going to have a lot of effects. So natural thing, we should not suppress. Types of medicine, there are hundreds of medicines. Okay. To name a few: Ayurveda, naturopathy, homeopathy, Reiki, Varma, pranic healing, touch healing, sun gazing, color therapy. Okay, I am not aware of that. Maybe one more, and so many things are there. Out of which the smallest kid in that whole, the most latest one is allopathy. Ayurveda and other things, homeopathy have been there for thousands of years. Siddha is there from thousands of years. 2000 years old records are there of Siddha medicine. Allopathy is just 100, 200 years old. But what we are saying is this: allopathy is the main thing. Everything else we call it as alternate medicine. What is alternate? 2000 years which was there, that was alternate, or 100 years back which came, that is alternate. Unfortunately, we are giving more importance to allopathy. It also has its place, but there are other medicines also which has its place. Right? For example, say if a person is having a heart attack, to take it to allopathic doctor, it will require him minimum 2 days to find out the reason, what was the cause of the heart attack. Versus you take to a person who knows the nadi and Varma, it is also called as Varma type of medicine. By touching the nerves, he'll come to know what was the cause of the heart attack within 2 minutes. And he will simulate that organ, and it will solve the actual problem. Right? Versus a person who is on allopathy, it will take him time to do all the tests to find out which vital organ was failed, which caused high load on the heart and giving a heart attack. So each medicine has its place. You have to understand which is the right one, and you have to go to the right one. Right? If you are going for allopathy for everything, it's not the solution. And again, allopathy mostly solves the symptom of the problem, not the real problem. Right? You have a headache, you go to the doctor, they'll give you a tablet to remove the headache. If you have fever, you go to the doctor, they'll give you paracetamol to remove the fever. But why did that fever come in the first place? That will not be. Right? Fever is the body's treatment itself. It's raising the temperature for a purpose. When the purpose is solved, it will reduce the temperature automatically. But we take paracetamol, temperature will come down, but the actual problem is not solved. Right? So allopathy is not the answer for everything. Different medicines are there, and we have to understand what is the purpose of each, and we have to go accordingly. Go for allopathy for everything, then we have a problem. Tomorrow morning in the clubhouse band room, building 11, we'll have the practical session for this all joints exercise. Right? So we know that blood is generated in the bone marrows. Right? So this all joints exercise will help us produce proper quantity of blood in the body. Okay? Because it's a practical session, I'll not be able to show it here. So all joints exercise and healing through meditation. Through meditation, whatever pain we have in the body, we can heal that. And Vipassana meditation as taught by Gautam Buddha.
Other than 8:30?
Sorry?
Other than 8:30, we have
one more session for other than 8:30. We can. I don't want a conversation. It's a physical exercise.
Evening is not possible.
Evening we can do. Evening we can do. 4:30 we can do. One more. Not morning, directly in the evening.
Yeah.
But 4 o'clock people will leave in cab. For people who come at 11 to 4, 3:30 taking out half an hour at 3:30 will be difficult for them. Early morning they can give the time, not in the mistake. Probably can have two sessions. Fine. So probably some other Friday or something we can have. So tomorrow morning we'll have 8:30 in the clubhouse band room. We know that there is clubhouse gym. Behind that there is a band room, so there we will have this. And also we'll have Vipassana meditation as taught by Gautam Buddha. Trekking, the Kuruk trekking which we had planned is postponed, but in turn there is another trekking organized with a different group. So in that we will be just as a participant, we can go. They have their own itinerary. So that trekking is for Yana and Gokarna. Okay, today's topic, types of food. If you are able to see that monitor, it's fine. Otherwise also. So types of food. Food type, we are classifying based on 3 parameters. First is the Prana Shakti. So Prana Shakti is the life force that we get, right? We eat the food, it gets digested, then it forms glucose, then it goes into the cell, right? Cell burns that glucose in oxygen with water, and finally it will produce one energy, correct? That is the Prana Shakti. So from food we get this, from water also we can get this, from air also we can get this, from physical work also we can get this, from sleep also we can get this, right? So different sources of getting Prana Shakti. Not only the food, we think only from food we get energy from other sources also, right? So the Prana Shakti should be very high in food. That is a good food. Food which is raw, which we can eat, the Prana Shakti will be very high. Like raw vegetables, cucumber, carrot, whatever you can eat raw. Somebody can eat radish, somebody can eat beetroot. If you're able to eat, you should, simple test is you put it in your mouth and you try to eat. If you don't feel like eating, stop it. It's not that food for you. If you like that carrot taste, eat carrot raw. If you like the beetroot taste raw, you can eat it raw. For a long time, I did not eat beetroot raw. I thought how it will be. I never even tried. But once I tried, I liked it, and then I started eating it. I cannot eat radish raw, but some people can eat radish raw. Some people can eat tulip raw. Right? So whatever is raw, fruits, vegetables, which we can eat, that has the highest Prana Shakti. Right? So 3 parameters we are judging. One is the Prana Shakti, how much life force is there in that food. Right? Second is taste, because taste is also energy. Right? Taste can directly do what your digestive system does after 2 hours. Taste can do in 2 seconds. The moment we taste the food, immediately it gives energy. Third is the nutrition value. Right? So we eat pizza, burgers and all these things. This is also food, but it does not have that nutrition value. So 3 parameters we are using to judge the food. Prana Shakti, taste and nutrition value in that. So we take a nice looking fruit, say apple, keep it in fridge for 10 days, right? Take it out. It will still look the same, right? The way we kept it inside, the same way it will look outside when you take it back after 10 days. But what will happen to the Prana Shakti? Prana Shakti will be lost. What will happen to the taste? The taste will diminish. What will happen to the nutrition? Nutrition will become. So refrigeration we should avoid as far as possible. If possible, completely we should avoid, because it is not required. We are not in some Saudi Arabia or Antarctica where you need to preserve the food. Food is available here, right? You go outside, market is accessible, go buy it, eat it. No need to refrigerate it.
But I think we purchase minimum of a kg or 2, right?
Difficult to. So probably have a group of people buy it and then share it. I understand your point, because you're like staying alone and you can't go every day to market and buy, right?
To KR and all.
So you have to see how we can work it. At least for me, the problem is not there, because I step out of my house, it is Shivaji Nagar market. So I can purchase, I can go to market every single day. And there we have people who will give you very little quantity also. 100 grams, 200 grams they will give also. So that problem is solved for me. But similarly, you have to see how you can solve that problem for you. So refrigeration, say one person is there, he's smiling. You take that person, put it into the freezer. Okay? After 10 days, you take him out. He'll be having the same smile. But what about the prana? Prana has gone, but the smile will be there. Right? So refrigeration is the guy who will kill the Prana Shakti. And after refrigeration, you take it out, immediately it will start decaying. Take 2 apples, one you keep in the fridge, one you keep it outside. After 2 days, the first apple which was there outside would be little decayed. Still some prana is there, so it slowly is decaying. The apple that was there in the fridge for 2 days, you take it out, within half an hour it will start decaying. Because the complete prana is gone. Which was there outside, It will also decay, but that is visibly seen. You can see that it is decayed. You can see that it is dead. You can throw it. Food that is there in the fridge, you cannot see that it is decayed. After 10 days also it will be the same, right? So food that is kept in fridge, if it is decayed, we will not know. Food that is kept outside, if it is decayed, we know we can throw it. Refrigeration is bad because it kills the prana shakti.
Actually, we stopped using refrigerator for last 2 months.
Very nice.
Yeah, completely none of the items. Vegetables and fresh vegetable morning will
Go and buy it. It's a walking also.
Yeah.
Go buy, come back.
dosa batter and
No, we keep it in
Dosa batter, use it next day, finish it, whatever excess is,
Actually,
throw it or give
big
it.
vessel, pour water and put
Huh.
inside the vessel.
Correct. There's something called as mitti cool. Okay, this person is doing refrigeration with water only
Okay.
and earthen pots. It's kind of expensive, 6,000 or something is this big refrigerator. You can try it. No electricity, nothing is required. So just pour water. So water will be like forming a layer, and the whole thing is made of muddy. So it keeps cool enough.
Now I am thinking like why I bought the
Refrigerator.
I want to tell the same.
Yeah.
Last month only I also bought it.
It's all kind of luxury.
Correct. And then it's not necessary. See, food that is kept in refrigerator, when it is decayed, we will not know it is decayed.
And since we are not using refrigerator, then we are not consuming the old food.
Correct. Point number one. Point number two, a refrigerator releases this CFCs, which is damaging our ozone layer. That also we can avoid.
Also,
Refrigerator is not required.
using the RO water. Earlier I used aqua pure.
Correct.
So we use the well water only.
Super.
No problem. And we bought some copper pot.
Copper vessels and earthen pots. Good enough for purifiers. Actually, that is the next session. You have given out the secret.
Whatever we get from tanker, right?
Yeah.
So that is harmful, right? It is a borewell water.
Hmm.
ppm something, API cross more than 400.
Right.
So can we drink?
Simple process is there. I'll cover next session. Simple process is there to purify that. Have a white cotton cloth, pass water through that.
Okay.
That's more than enough. And that water, there is a small test. If fish survive in that water is good enough for human drinking.
The ppm something they say that is more than 400.
We'll take care completely because it will divert our session. Water will completely cover in the next session. So raw vegetable foods and fruits, whatever is you can eat. Again, don't force it. Some people will start eating cabbage because some doctor told that cabbage is good. You put it in your mouth. If you are able to eat, if you like the taste, only eat. Because your body is your dietitian. If your body is rejecting some taste, it doesn't require that. If your body is liking some taste, it requires that more. Give that more. Whatever it likes, give that. Right? Body is the best dietitian. So raw food is high in prana shakti, high in taste, high in nutrition. Second is sprouted vegetables, like we have the sprouts, right? So that has prana shakti, but the taste value is lesser in that comparatively. Nutrition is also there. So first will be raw food. Second will be sprouted foods, right? Sprouted grains and groundnuts. So many things which we can make sprout and we can eat. So that is good in prana shakti, good in nutrition, but taste-wise, it's not so tasty. So we don't like prefer. We have to add some sauce or we have to add some salt and all those things. So taste-wise, so I'll categorize that as a second guy. Third is cooked veg food. So cooked veg food, prana shakti will be less because you're cooking, right? So the prana shakti will be less. Taste, we are eating because of taste only. Cooked food we are eating, cooked veg food we are eating because of taste only, nothing else. Because prana shakti, it will be there, but it will be less. Nutrition value also will be less. A raw carrot versus a cooked carrot, raw carrot will have more nutrition. When you are cooking, that nutrition will get destroyed. Better to eat a raw carrot than eat a cooked carrot. But we have to eat the cooked carrot because of the taste.
Cooked carrot or any other.
Cooked carrot sabji,
If we have in more quantity or compared to, 1 versus 2,
Hmm.
will it
No, I didn't understand.
compensate the nutrition?
Achha, 2 cooked carrot versus 1 raw carrot. So you will get a lot of taste. Taste-wise it is you can take, but nutrition-wise it will be lesser, and prana shakti-wise it will be lesser. It will be there, but it's lesser. Prana shakti and nutrition will be lesser.
When you eat cooked food, ready, you have written something. But if you just
That's a mindset. There are people, Jain gurus and all, they like 300 days they don't eat anything, just little water like that. So they're able to survive. So it's more of a mindset that we have created. So if we eat so much, a heap of rice, we feel that our meal is over. So that's a mindset we have created. You eat same quantity of millet, then you'll have indigestion. By the way, I bought millet, people collect while going. Right. So what quantity you have to eat is also this thing. So eat say 200 grams of carrot, raw carrot, versus 200 grams of cooked carrot. You'll feel more energy when you're eating the 200 grams of raw carrot. Because it has all the three, it has a check box for all the three. Prana Shakti is there, taste is also there, nutrition is also there. Cooked carrot will have Prana Shakti but lesser, nutrition but lesser. So cooked food we automatically feel like eating more because the body's requirement is some, it is getting less. What will happen? You'll say I want to eat more. Rice you eat, you'll feel like eat more because from the rice you got very less nutrition. So it's like give me more rice, give me more, give me more, give me more.
That's why we try to use the millet food, right? After consuming little amount of food,
we'll feel enough. The body has got its requirement fulfilled. You don't have to have 10 engineers to do the job. 2 good engineers can do the same job, right?
So like idlis, now we make
with millet based.
Normal rice idlis we eat 5 to 6 idlis.
Correct.
Basically 3 idlis.
Three you'll feel body says okay, I've got all the requirement. My requirement is over. I don't need any more. Same with raw food also. Raw food is even better than millets, right? Raw vegetables, fruits better than that. So people may say there is a lot of pesticides and this that is used. Saliva is the biggest anti-acid, anti-pesticide. We are not using it properly.
Grind them also, and maybe in tea or
No, grind as a paste. Okay, that will cover in types of cooking. So when you're saying that make it a juice or paste or something, we can do that also. So till now it is clear. Raw food, number 1. Sprouted veg food, number 2. Cooked veg food, number 3. It is good in taste, but it lacks on Prana Shakti and lacks in nutrients. 4th category, non-veg food. Non-veg food does not have Prana Shakti because it's a dead animal. Non-veg food does not have Prana Shakti. A person keeps on eating non-veg, and that too, see, non-veg we add a lot of masala, we add some vegetables, somewhere through that we are getting that Prana Shakti. Otherwise, a very raw meat will not have Prana Shakti. That person's Prana Shakti demand will be fulfilled from water or air or some other thing. From food, if a person is eating only non-veg, so see, non-veg we are eating like non-veg biryani, right? So that has some grain, it has some this thing. If somebody is eating only non-veg, he will not at all get any Prana Shakti from food. Getting the point? So non-veg food is dead, it will not have Prana Shakti. Taste also it will not have. We add more masala and more spice to veg food or non-veg food. Add to the non-veg food because by nature it is tasteless. To make it edible, add more spice, more masala, more garam masala, more this, more that, Hyderabadi masala, pepper chicken, more masalas, more varieties are there in non-veg food because by nature it is tasteless. So you have to do lot of circles to make it edible. So it doesn't have Prana Shakti, 0. At least cooked veg food has some Prana Shakti. Non-veg food does not have Prana Shakti. Non-veg food does not have taste on its own. You have to add a lot of other things to make it tasty. Nutrition, yes, it has. But that also not very high quality nutrition. Say versus eating 200 grams of meat versus eating 200 grams of carrot. Eating this 200 grams of carrot or raw food, you will get much more quality of proteins and vitamins and nutrition versus this 200 grams of meat that we get.
How like the Muslim community they eat a lot of non-veg.
So, based on the time, place, circumstances, their instructions was like that. That time when nothing was available, it was allowed to eat. And now also, it will be like, chicken biryani, mutton biryani, and gravy, and salad. So somewhere things are getting compromised.
In some country, it's very difficult to get non-veg.
Correct.
Most of the are in
It's not that the veg food is not available, it's that people are gone towards that non-veg food. And especially in America and Europe, people have gone to the very extreme and people are now coming back. So there means 3 times was a meal. A hamburger or a beef sandwich all 3 times. And they saw the other very bad extreme of it. They started getting all kinds of disease. Now there is a huge vegan movement that is happening in US and Europe. They're moving away from meat-based food. Completely they stopped. Completely they stopped, and they even stopped eggs, they stopped milk also. Only vegetarian based food. No animal products. They call themselves as vegan movement. Very popular it is becoming. So slowly people will come to this also. So there was one article I was just reading. So that says that we are in 7+ billion people. 1 billion people are not having food. 1 billion people are not having food to eat, right? But we are feeding 70 billion cattle, grains and all those things. We are feeding to the cattle so that they will become the food for people. That 1 billion people are not having food. Their food we are taking and feeding to the 70 billion cattle so that they will become meat. Say a rice bag can feed up to 15 people, one meal. That same rice bag is fed to a cattle, right? And when you convert that into meat, it becomes 1 kilo meat. A bag of grain which can feed to 15 people, when it goes to the cattle and it comes back as a meat, it can feed only one person. This is not it's not what I am saying. This is what the UN is saying, that meat, people who are eating meat are actually eating others' food. If they switch to a vegetarian-based diet, we'll have enough grains on this planet to feed all the people. 70 billion cattle we are keeping, but 1 billion people don't have food on the other hand. So meat-based food is actually harmful for our environment and actually harmful for us also. So we should reduce eating meat, because it doesn't have prana shakti, it doesn't have taste. Nutrition that you get is also very, very compromised nutrition, and it takes more resources. Water it takes more. The real estate it takes more. And not only this, so this boiler hens, I shared a video sometime back, yesterday or something. So boiler hen, they put injections to that so that it starts getting more flesh, hormones. Whatever growth is supposed to do in 6 months, it's getting that growth in 4 weeks. And flesh has come up, but to support that flesh, bones are not there for it. Gradually it has to develop, no? As a child will have small bones, little flesh, more bones will grow, flesh will grow, right? Gradually, simultaneously it should happen. Because of these hormones, more flesh has grown and bones are not there to support it. So that hen can't even stand. And that's the reason how we get this boneless chicken. Because bone is not yet developed. Right? But flesh has come. When a person eats this kind of things, that those hormones get into our system also. And their impact is very, very dangerous. They will get flesh more, growth hormones will be more, right? Girl child will start getting puberty at a very, very young age. Guys will become important. These are all happening. Right? This incident like this only changed Dr. Kadar's this thing. So he met a girl, 8-year-old girl, and she was continuously bleeding. Because of these growth hormones, which was there in the food, has come, and that is affecting the child. 16-year-old child having diabetes from 8 years. So all these things actually changed his path, and then he started researching what did we do wrong. We are doing so much advancement, but where did we go wrong? So then he found out that the food is where we are messing up with things. Right? Food is where we are messing up with things, and that's how things started changing, and he started coming. So meat-based food is not good for us. Right? So it doesn't have prana shakti, doesn't have taste. Nutrition value is also very less. Of course, veg versus non-veg is a very big debate, which will take up some other time. For now, we are choosing these 3 parameters: prana shakti, taste, nutrition. No. The 5th category of the food, I won't even call it as food, I will call it as poison. Intoxicated food. Alcohol, smoking, coffee, tea, cola, Sprites, right? They don't have prana shakti. because you have to reduce the pH value below 4 for that Pepsi Cola to stay. Otherwise, if it is normal pH value, insects will start growing in it. People will not stop buying it. So they reduce the pH value to make it below 4. Our body is pH value 7 plus. So this body you should give 7 plus items only. Cooked food is below 7. Raw food is 7 plus, right? So 7 plus pH value only we should give. This body is 7 plus. 7 plus we should give. Cooked food is below 7. If you give giving below 7, it is a very uncomfortable situation for the body. That's why we develop acidity, all this heart burning sensation, because we are continuously giving cooked food. On top of that, we are giving cola, Pepsi. On top of that, we are giving alcohol, right? So the pH value of this cola, Pepsi, alcohol is very, very low. You should never take that. It affects our health, pH value. It affects our sleep and hunger cycles, right? And I don't have to tell what kind of diseases it creates, right? So intoxication food will have tea, coffee. I will also include in intoxication food. Over a period of time, it becomes addiction. A lot of people will say, I can live without food, but I want coffee, I want tea. Otherwise, oh, I will get headache. Why are you getting headache? How is that related? We never connected the dots, right? Because you got addicted. See, take a person who's an addict of, say, some kind of a drug. So if you don't take the drug, what will happen to him? He'll feel very uncomfortable. He'll start getting headache, right? And what happens to a person who doesn't take coffee? Same thing. But it's very mild. Strong dose, coffee is a mild dose. Otherwise, in principle, both are intoxication only. So these kind of things is not required.
Bala, what about green tea?
The green tea that we get, right, is contains those caffeine kind of things. Why these companies put that? Because they want repeated audience. They want people to come back and buy again and again. So the green tea that we get in the markets is not the green tea. The green tea is what we get in China. So they'll get the leaves, they'll just boil the leaf. That is a real green tea. That you can have, that is good. Tea leaves you should get.
What tea leaf? What tea do we get here?
We don't get here.
Leaf we don't get here.
We don't get here. You can check places, but as far as I know, we don't get those tea leaves. Those tea leaves are very, they get exported. Like Tirupur is the where they make dust material, t-shirt and everything. But nobody in Tirupur can wear that. All those things will get exported. Right? If they see somebody wearing in that place, immediately the company who was manufacturer will get sued. Same thing with these leaves. Tea leaves, all the things gets produced in Assam and Kerala. But in India, you can't get it. That will all be exported. Leaves also will be exported.
So they are
never sold. In India, what is sold? First tea leaves, first quality, like the tea, say the tea bushes like this. The topmost leaf, that is the ideal thing. That topmost thing that you cannot never get in India.
Why is there
business? The companies will have tie-up and all those things, and those things are expensive. In people in India, they think, why I should buy that? The topmost thing of the tea, topmost leaf that you can't get. If you get it, it's very expensive. So that directly goes. Then the remaining part of the bush, that also gets processed here and goes. Whatever is left out, that is what is sold in India, the dust. And they brand it very proudly. They say premium dust tea. See the name, dust. Leaf was gone, the bush is gone, whatever dust was there, that is sold in India.
How come government is allowing them to sell?
government allows anything.
No, people also has a mindset, one tea leaf I'm getting for 100 rupees versus one I'm getting for 1,500. It's a market driven, people driven thing. People are more interested to buy the dust tea. So government say okay, company says okay. We don't go for the actual tea. So that's about types of food, right? So raw veg food, even if you eat less, you'll get enough prana shakti, taste and all those things. And the other extreme would be intoxicated food, non-veg food. We should.
And this pH value you said, right? 7 to 4, 4
Correct.
to 7.
Correct.
Above 7 you cannot make it.
We can what?
You can make the water above water.
Yeah, it's very difficult process to make it above 7. Himalayan rivers are above 7.
Above 7. This Coca-Cola and companies that can make it as Coca-Cola.
It is a very difficult process for them to make. It will not be this thing. They can't sell it. For example, we get this packaged waters and mineral waters. Most of them we don't know the difference. All these Bisleri, Aquafina are packaged waters. If you see, they'll broad category will be mineral water, but they'll clearly mention the packaged water. Means pH value 4 and below. There will be one more category called as mineral water. I forgot the brand. I think Himalayan is one brand, and there's one more brand as AQO or something like that. Some 2-3 brands. Aqua, something. Not Aquafina. That is a different model. That costs 200 rupees per liter. Himalayan is 40 rupees. So which one people will buy? 40 rupees will people buy, or both are available? 40 rupees people will not buy. People will buy the 10 rupees one. Because they think they're saving on the money. But that is pH value 4. That is pH value 7.
So the Himalayan water can be
preserved. Which one? The Himalayan water can be preserved. Yeah.
It is natural.
Yes. I have 12-year-old Yamuna water. Not a single insect or worm in it. It is so pure, I have kept it in my altar, puja room. 12 years, 2000.
Ganga also will be fine.
Ganga, Yamuna, all these are, nothing will happen. Kaveri is not that level. It has high oxygen and all that, but it's not pH 7+. Kaveri water you keep, after some months you will see some insect. So the different properties, that's the thing. So pH value 7 and below is not suitable for the body. 7 to 4 is when insects will grow. Below 4 insects cannot grow. Above 7 insects cannot grow. pH what we get is 7. What we get is 7. 7+. That's good enough. 8 will be ideal. 7 is good enough.
The packaged water must be fine.
Packaged water is below 4.
Is not good for drinking.
Is not good for drinking. Water will cover next. All that is bad. We'll cover because water is a big topic. So this is a type of food. Raw food is the best. Second is sprouted veg food. Third is cooked veg food. Fourth would be our non-veg food. And fifth would be intoxicated food, we should avoid in all cases. Some people think that cooking is the job of a mother, cooking is job of a husband, right? No, cooking everybody should know. Not only mother and husband should cook, right? Everybody should know cooking. Because we know eating, we have been eating for 25 years, right? Or 30 years. We should at least know cooking. It's not that every day you should go and cook. You should know cooking. It's an essential science. We know reading, we know cycling, we know driving, right? We should know, of course we don't know how to eat, that's a different thing. We should know eating, we should know cooking. Everybody should know cooking. It's not a job of only husband or maid to cook, right? Married women will make their husband to cook. That will be the condition, law. You should cook. Right? So everybody should know cooking. It's essential art or essential part of our life. You should know cooking.
Question regarding prana shakti.
Correct.
When you cook, you get less.
Comparatively less.
But what about you cannot eat with millets raw?
Correct.
So will it get reduced? The prana shakti will get reduced.
Correct. Whatever we can, when we cook it will get reduced. Yes. Prana shakti will reduce, but the fiber content in millets is good for us. So we should have a balance of things. If you keep on eating millets, you'll keep on getting less prana shakti. So that's what ideal meal would be one meal raw meal. Fruits, vegetables which you can eat raw. One meal, whatever you want to eat normal, whatever we term it as normal, that. One meal, millet. So this will balance out everything. This will balance out our fiber. This will balance out our prana shakti. This will also balance our mindset. See, I can simply tell and go, eat raw food 3 times a day. Of course, that is the right instruction. You keep eating raw fruits, nothing like it. Nothing like it.
Sprouts and all.
Sprouts, of course, is second category. First category, raw food. You keep eating raw food throughout the day, 3 times a day, 365 days, nothing like it. The best possible thing that can be. But what will happen is, after eating, first day we'll do in juice. Third day, fourth day, you see one idli, mouth will be watering like anything. Third day you see rice, your eyes will be moist, right? So to balance out these things, one meal raw meal, one meal whatever you want to eat, one meal millet. So this will balance out things. So this way we'll get everything. Yeah. Don't get addicted to that. See, people are addicted to coffee. Some people are addicted to say apple. That is also addiction. Right? You are not even exploring other things. You put a mind block that I don't like Karela. No. You should not keep a block that I don't like Karela or bitter gourd. You should eat it and say, today I did not like it because my body did not require it. Tomorrow I may like it. This is how we should rewrite. We have written a record that as a kid I ate bitter gourd, I did not like it. I will never like bitter gourd. No. Today I did not like it because my body did not require it. My example that happened, so I ate guava, I fell very sick. Then after that I see guava, I eat a small piece, I'll feel cold, I started getting cold. So one day I decided, today either cold will be there or guava will be there. One of the two guys will be there. So I ate full guava, nothing happened because mindset. We have created a mindset that if I eat guava, I'll fall sick. So similarly, today I do not like bitter gourd, but tomorrow I may.
One more thing, raw vegetables. Vegetables it's like a small tree, right?
Huh.
So trees actually emit carbon dioxide after sunset.
Correct.
So is it good to have raw vegetables after in night time?
So when they're still, no, you can have it. You can have it. Because when they're in the mud, in that system and all that whole thing, that's when that process, what you're telling is, take out oxygen, leave carbon dioxide. When it is out of that, the properties changes.
And one more thing, people say that don't eat the curd at night.
Because the digestion, it will be difficult.
Buttermilk, that's fine. Curd.
In general, actually, thick curd we should avoid.
Night time.
Anytime, thick curd, because it's difficult to digest. Buttermilk we can have, because it's diluted with water, the properties changes.
Okay.
For example, there's something called as Niragaram. The best morning drink, I had posted an audio some time back. So the leftover millet or rice, you put water in it. Early morning, get up and drink that water.
So cooked millet you will.
Cooked millet, whatever millet, rice, whatever is left over in our house, put 2-3 glasses of water in it. Next day morning, take that water and drink. Palaya Sor, they will say, Palaya Sor, or they will call it as Niragara. Water does not have that property. This rice does not have that property, but when they are together overnight, they have super property. They can solve 4,000 diseases in the human body. Leftover rice, add water overnight. Next day morning, take that water and drink.
My grandmother used to keep this water for a cow.
That's the reason cow is healthy.
In villages, most of the places, they used to get morning.
Not only for cow, these people also will drink. Farmers and all will drink. So we think it is a very cheap food. But that is a healthy food.
Okay.
Nothing like that. A morning drink, apart from Niragaram, there is nothing like that. 4,000 disease, it can solve. This is written 2,000 years ago. That this river water has one property.
Okay.
Sea water has one property. False water has one property. But this water which stored in the rice has all the properties. So the three things, Kapha, Pitta, Vayu, right? You take bath in river, you get one element. You take water in falls, you get one element of the three. You take water in sea, you get one element. You take this water which was stored in the rice overnight, you get all the three things. When all these three things are corrected, 4,000 diseases in your body are corrected.
So morning when you get up, you
drink it.
whatever leftover rice.
There's one audio, I'll share the link. More how to do it.
Quantity means
Yes, all that I have mentioned. Niragaram it is called. Niragaram. Palaya Sor also people call it.
Normal water you have to put. And
normal water you put it and store it overnight. I'll share that audio. That all quantity and what you can do I have mentioned.
Statistically, any average age for us human beings and years should follow all these activities, and
so 120 years is
does not follow. So when exactly does the body start reacting to all these activities which we do and when we don't?
So maybe a human lifetime is 120 years. Human life. there is a calculation like how they, at what age they reach puberty into certain formula. When you apply that formula, the human age is 120 years. And that's how our system was: 25 years of brahmacharyam, 25 years of grahastha, 25 years of vanaprastha, 25 years of sannyasa. So, assuming that highest is 120, average person will live up to 100 years. So, life was split into 4 categories. So, life expectancy is 100 plus 120. That was happening some 10 generations back. Because of our habits, it has come now to our 3 generations back. Like my grandfather generation was 70. 5 generations back it was 98. My grandmother lived till 98 without a single disease, without going to hospital or taking any kind of medicine even once. My grandmother was like 70. Our generation, we don't know.
But now we can, right? I mean,
By following good practice, we can try to correct whatever damage we have done.
100 is possible.
But the people, 2 generations back, people used to go to 90. But people, when they get the disease, they die immediately.
Yeah.
There was some, because of that, people project in India is that this is disease mongering country.
Basically, this epidemic, plague and all those things. Many of these were introduced by the government itself. Some of these diseases were introduced by the government itself. Artificial famine was created in India because people were asking for freedom. What they did, let's stop all the grains. So if they don't have food to eat, that becomes a priority. They'll stop fighting with us. We'll introduce some disease so that that becomes their priority. They'll not come and ask. So that's a different topic. Should we cover types of cooking today, or we are on top of the time? Oh, we are on top of the time. Okay, so we'll continue next time. So if you have any questions, you guys please let me know. Hope today's session was useful, and we'll try to take more raw food. That is good.
Raw food, vegetables and fruits.
Vegetables and fruits, whatever we like to eat. Unrefrigerated. Unrefrigerated. One day, there's so many fruits. We are not in some moon or something wherein you have to depend on some capsules or some, what do you call this, processed food or food supplements, right? Food is only good. Why do you need food supplement? Okay. Go out, go half a kilometer, 1 kilometer, 5 kilometers you go, no, you get good food. Food should be our priority. See, why are we working hard? Working hard to earn money so that to eat, we'll get good food. If that is, you don't have time to eat and time to prepare the food, then as a concept, we are missing something. So spend the time, go half an hour, get the best food and eat it. Raw food will be the number 1. Right. Okay. We'll stop here. Thanks.
Thank you.
And take collective millet.
Yeah. So November 11th, right? How many classes can I have?
One more class.
Oh, November 11th is last class.
So
I forgot to order this one. I don't know, right?
you can take.
Look for this. So, how will you
This is brand new.
means
But it's very difficult to get it.
Where did you get this? This I got it from Madurai. You can take more also if you want. There is no competition.
very rare actually.
Udulu and one Korle. Korle is there. That is also there. Brown top.
What is the highest fiber content, right?
Korle contains highest. 12%. Brown top. So process of cooking millet is, I'll just show you. So guys, this is a millet called as the Branyard millet. In Kannada it is called as Udulu. Okay? The grains are very small in size and round. It's almost like a round. Unlike a rice. So the process of cooking is store in water. Store in water for 1 hour.
Okay.
Store in water for 1 hour, and after that use it like the way you do for rice. Either you can make it boiled rice, you can make it idli type wala. You can do whatever you do with rice. You can make color bath, bisi vade bath, wangi bath, this bath, that bath, all colors you can. After 1 hour of soaking, take it and cook. And while cooking also we have to put more water. So for normal we'll put like 1:2. So this you have to put 1:3. 2:3.
For rice, 1:2. For this, 1:3.
1:3.
For rice also they 1:3 only.
That depends on whether rice is new or old.
Okay.
Shelf life.
Shelf life, See, what will happen, because it has prana shakti and it's not polished, some insects will start growing. Take it and keep it in sun. First is remove from the packet and transfer to a container. It will stay for longer. And keep it in sun so that small insects whatever will come will go. The rice that we get in the shops.
We have a meeting here.
5 minutes. So whatever rice we get is polished and insects will not grow there. They kill the thing itself.
Okay, next session we'll have at 2 hours.
Yeah.
Next session we can have 2 hours.
Last session, 2 or 3 or whatever.
Yeah.
Happy Diwali to all.
Happy Diwali to all.
Okay, I'll connect with you.
Sure. You can take more if you want.
All are same brand. I mean,
Same. All the same.
Urdu.
Udun. Tamil it is called Kudravali.
Oh, Kudra.
Chart and all the properties, all the things you get.
But we have to continue this. Finish this.
Yeah, let's stop this. So people on the WebEx, if you have questions, please post it and let me know. Ask me. And some more is also available at my desk. If you can come and collect, we can collect that. Or tomorrow also I'll try to get. If you guys let me know, I'll get it tomorrow also.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Thanks, Bala. Bye.
Yeah.